guys, it's your girl Brashay here, and welcome to Girls Talk with Brashay. Now, on today's Girls Talk, we'll be talking about a very uncomfortable topic, a topic that we are not educated on enough, a topic that can cause self-esteem issues, and really, it's life. So today we'll be talking about vagina odor and vagina discharge. Now, when it comes to vagina odor, every girl says having an odor is disgusting. That means you're dirty. That means you have an STD, or you're need to go to the doctor or something of that nature. But I want to put a little disclaimer out there. Every girl has a vagina odor that's slight, and every girl should have daily vaginal discharge that should range from a clear to a white color. And that's just life, and it happens, and it starts to happen once you go through puberty. So I hope you guys learned something from this video and take some of these things into account when things are changing and happening into your body. So yeah, stay tuned. So when girls start to go through puberty, the main topic of discussion is menstruation and your menstrual cycle. We don't really discuss what else is happening in the body, such as pH and how your pH can change over time, and how you really can't control if your pH changes, because your pH changes with natural things such as working out, sweating, not changing your clothes as often, maybe not washing your hands before you go to the restroom, and bacteria getting in there, the overgrowth of yeast. It's a lot that can happen and make your pH change. Now, there are precautions that you can take, but it kind of naturally happens. Every woman in her lifetime will get at least one yeast infection. That's kind of normal, I want to say, but every woman in her life will get at least one yeast infection, which is why the medication is sold over the counter. You don't have to go to a doctor to get medication for a yeast infection compared to other types of infections. So yeah, my disclaimer is every woman has a slight odor. Now, this odor isn't unpleasant or anything like that, but it is kind of mild, and you should know your body. You should know what you smell like. So on a daily, before you take your bath or your shower, you should actually check your panties and see what color your discharge is. Understand the odor that you have and figure out what's normal and what's not normal for your body, because if you don't know, things can just change in your body without you knowing it, without you reaching out getting help. So kind of the same as what you should do monthly when you massage your boobs to make sure you don't feel lumps or anything in them for early detection of breast cancer. You should also understand your odor and notice your odor and make sure there's nothing wrong. So just you should do a boob massage, you should learn your body and understand what your normal discharge is and what your normal odor is. So you guys, now I know I'm going to get a little backlash or negativity for me saying this, but again, every woman has a slight vagina odor. I'm not saying you should smell like a fishy or a musty or an unpleasant odor, but it is a little slight stench that you will have daily. And women are in denial about this for some reason. I don't understand why, but that's your body. That's what's happening, That's kind of what comes with being a woman. So yeah. So if your pH change, your vagina odor changes, and your vagina discharge can change as well. Slight vagina odor, that's something you can ask your doctor, open a book and read about it. It's kind of natural. It happens basically when you start going through puberty, and your pH level fluctuates, your hormone levels change all the time, so different things happen to your body. Now, your pH can change if you're working out and you stay in your wet clothes, if you swim and stay in your wet clothes, if it's hot, if you don't allow yourself to breathe, your pH can change, which is why it's kind of important to change your clothes after you work out, because if you stay in wet clothes and it's hot, you're allowing yeast to grow, because yeast grows in warm and wet environments. So if you do allow that yeast to grow, you're going to get a yeast infection. A yeast infection usually does not have an odor, but it does change your vagina discharge, and it'll make it thicker and lumpier, and that's something that you should know. Like, that's why you should examine your discharge daily so you can know when something is changing. A yeast infection is not an STD. It's not. That is just the overgrowth of yeast. In your vagina, you have healthy yeast and healthy bacteria, which is quite normal. If either one of those overgrow, you will get a yeast infection or a bacterial infection. Now, a bacterial infection is what causes a fishy odor. Now, more than likely, if you have a fishy odor, you have a bacterial infection. Not all the time it means you have an STD. And again, bacterial infection is just the overgrowth of that bacteria in your vagina. Your vagina is already filled with bacteria anyways. So once you have that overgrowth, that is causing your pH to change, which is causing you to have an odor. And once you smell that odor, you know, hey, something is wrong. I should get this checked out. Go to the doctor, get medication. You'll be fine. Vaginal burning is not always an indicator of an STD. You can literally have a UTI or yeast infection or bacterial infection, and that will cause burning. But if you are sexually active, then you should get tested. And don't try to use the internet to diagnose you with a problem. Like, I know a lot of people do it. I do it. You know, you look up symptoms and be like, oh my gosh, is this really wrong? You know, but don't like look to the internet and media to find out what's wrong with you. Because if you look, everyone's going to say a fishy odor mean you're dirty, or, you know, you have an STD or something like that. And that's not always what it means. It literally means you have a bacterial infection. And I can't stress this enough, because when you talk about your vaginal odor with people, they deny it. But every woman has one. Like, you can sweat and your vaginal odor is going to change. I know there is so much backlash when it comes to vagina odor. I know women that, you know, get bashed for having a vagina odor. But sometimes people do become immune to their smell, so they don't notice it. And it's okay, like, if you're a close friend or close family member and you smell something, to let them know. Don't feel like you can't tell someone that they have like a strong odor, because your odor shouldn't be strong for people to notice. But it's something that's there that you should notice, and it's quite, you know, normal. If you're on birth control, your pH can fluctuate a lot, so you might be more prone to yeast infections or bacterial infections, and you might have like a slight different odor. If you feel that your odor is like super strong and it's not right, all you have to do is literally go to the doctor, ask them what's wrong, ask them the side effects of your birth control, because that can always lead to like a fluctuating vagina odor. When your pH changes and your hormone levels change, different things happen in your body. Like, you'll have a different vagina discharge when you're menstruating or when you're ovulating, or if it's just different times of the month when your body's changing. Like, when you're ovulating, it's a chance that you will have cervical mucus that comes out of your vagina, which is like a thick gel-like substance. And that just means like you're ovulating, you know, it's coming out, it's letting you know, hey, this is happening to your body. When things change in your body, it's just letting I just want to end this video saying that if you do notice like a strong vagina odor, don't try to douche, don't try to do home remedies, don't try to like stick anything up there, because that will only make the situation worse. Your vagina cleans itself. You are just responsible for cleaning the outside of your body. Don't try to stick anything up there, because that can do more harm than good. Guys, I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope that, you know, if you do smell something, you get it tested. If your friend smells like something, let your friend know. Don't just talk about them. Let them know, because this topic is kind of unknown. Like, no one really discusses it. So if it happens, they're just as embarrassed as you are to smell it. So just let them know. Like, don't try to embarrass them more than the situation is. And yeah, I just hope you guys learned something. I hope your confidence was boosted a little bit. I hope you don't have like self-esteem issues over vagina odor. And if you do have questions, just reach out and ask people different things. Don't feel embarrassed to ask questions. So yeah, I hope you guys join me in my next video, where I'll be giving you guys a few hygiene tips on how to maintain a healthy pH and how to be nice, fresh, and clean at all times. So stay tuned, you guys.